All right, so you guys can't tell, but I can tell. I moved everything down. Let me hit live over here. Let's do this. And hopefully you can't hear the music I'm listening to. What's going on, everybody? What is going on YouTube? What is going on Twitch? What is going on TikTok? So you guys won't be able to tell, but I moved this whole drawing down. What's going on, Michael, Keisha, downtown, Pablo? I moved the whole drawing down. You can't tell because the camera angle didn't really change. But today I'm going to be working up here. I want to finish off everything up here, and so that I don't have to keep putting my hand near all of this to finish drawing. So I want to get this top part done. What's going on? Hunter, Big Ken, Lizette, Darcy, Tom, Goots. What's up, everybody? Share as you come in so you don't forget on your way out. So yeah, so I'm gonna get a little bit of detail in here and then work my way down. And then maybe I'll have time to lift the drawing back up and go back down to this area here. But I want to get this done so I'm not in the way. And that's the goal for today. As always, we're going to be using our stump, the big one, for the larger areas. Maybe on the outside to darken out here. I don't know if you can see that on you. Oh yeah, you guys can see it. What's up? What's going on, Puma? Let me get this mic up a little bit closer. MCM, how you doing? Let's see if this helps. Le Boss, what's up? Madar, did I say that right? Baslin, Moneyman, how's everybody doing? So yeah, so I'm going to be filling this in. We are going to be probably operating mostly with the 4B and 2B. 2B sticks to the paper because it's harder. Soft would be considered anything 4B, 6B, anything up. Anything higher than 2B is really more for smearing charcoal. What's going on, Milan? So that's what we're working on today. We're going to be using that and eraser pretty much. I'm going to use soft to start out so I can get everything even. What's going on, Joy? Geraldo, Constable, Angry Bagel. That's a funny name. All right, so we're gonna close this area out, like again, so I don't have to touch it. Stephanie, how you doing? Jonathan, what's up? Everybody, if you guys can keep hitting like, that would be phenomenal. Like and even share. Ronnie, what's going on? Black Ice or Black Ice Heart. This is where we're gonna start today. Greg, what's going on, man? So we're gonna get this. So on my reference drawing, this is a blur. So I'm sticking to that. I'm not gonna change anything. I've been thinking about this the whole time, how I'm gonna blur it. And I think I figured that part out. Shay Fit, what's going on? Yo Quiche, how you doing? So I'm just darkening the areas for my contrasts, and then I'll start putting in some details. What's up, you pink too much? How you doing? If you guys can hit like, that would be phenomenal. It really, 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 really helps. It helps algorithms. Young man, I like how that sounds. Young Beer, how you doing? What's up? Thank you so much for hitting like. Appreciate all you guys doing that. Let's get this in. Top draft. You must be ready for the draft. We're almost there. Hopefully this isn't too loud, me making all this noise. M, what's going on? Hopefully. Devin Allen, what's up? In Chicago, what's up, man? I'm from Chicago. On the south side. Born and raised. I didn't leave till my 20s. Low end. Where you from? Let's get all of this done. Get all of this dark, nice and all the same tone. POS, what's up? Silver, thank you so much for liking. Martez, what's up? Thank you. I appreciate that. What I do with my oh, here we go. Tia, how you doing? Knox, what's up? Southside, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I grew up in the West Inglewood Gage Park area. Most of our upbringing was over that way. We were all over, but that was most of it. Share, share, share. Appreciate the likes. Thank you so much for the heart, the gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Actually, probably should get this ear lined up right before I keep going, just so I don't use a to be over it. So we're just gonna go right here, just so we have that. Beth Lawler, how you doing? Patricia, I almost said Patrick. I apologize. Oh yeah, I know that area very well. Very well. Whole South Side, really. Travel everywhere. Played basketball, so we would travel everywhere. Everywhere within bus range of the more along the lines of Western. If it was along Western, I was there. I was at the parks, McKinley Park, Gage Park, all the parks, even all the way over to Marquette, which was further west. But yep. All right, so this is too squared. I already started messing up, so I'm gonna come in where I'm supposed to come in. This is too squared still. I need to round this off. RME, what's going on? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I appreciate the likes very much. Scott, what's going on, man? All right, here we go. I'm getting the shape a little bit. His head's more rounded over here. So I'm going to blend it in, and then I'm going to maybe do a contour. I doubt it, but that's the initial plan. I have some charcoal I need to use. Maybe this will be easier. Karen Clark, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Soft. Only thing I don't like about this kind of charcoal is it doesn't go down even. Sometimes it can be spotty. Let's try this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know what that up arrow is, but I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Black Ice. Appreciate that, man. You're not ice hard after all. Thanks for all the likes. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, this is better. Much better. All right. Hopefully you guys can't hear the music I'm listening to, so I don't get in trouble. Okay, this is more of the right shape. Black Ice artwork. Oh, nice. I thought it was hard. Oh, I just threw an H in there. That ain't even there. My bad. No ill intent, man. No ill intent. Dallas, what's going on? I appreciate it. There's a handle behind here, so I got to be a little bit careful. Let me move this. Well, I won't. Never mind. Soul Mama, how you doing? Great name. I'm gonna wait on this area here because you can see there's a. Oh, you guys can't see. There's the handle to the board is right here. So it's going to create a problem here if I keep doing this. So I'm going to leave this area alone until maybe after the live and then just fill it in. But the goal is to just get one tone here, which is why I was using the one that I was using. Cool, catch up there. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Or ma'am. Talk like a sir, so I'll say sir. Appreciate it very much. All right, so yeah. So one thing that people don't always do, which they should do, is when you get the shape of the head, and I guess I shouldn't say what they should do, but when you get the shape of the head, you want to do this because it's going to make the image pop out. Contours do the same thing, but it really, really depends on what you're trying to achieve. When it comes to drawing men, I typically like harsher contrast, so darker, 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 darker. What's going on, ML? I think it said MLK. Disappeared on me. So that's why I'm making this outside dark, and I'm gonna probably make it as dark as I can, almost black if I can. I may even spray it and hold it in. I don't know how to explain that, but I may spray it, make it really dark, almost wetting it, so it does that. So it's a method more used with graphite than charcoal. What's going on? Not worth it over on YouTube. What's up? But that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Well, I won't be doing that part. I'm just making it dark. I'm preparing for that. I'm just trying to get my father's head shape down. And then I'm gonna do some detailing up here. I don't know if I'm gonna have much time for anything outside of that, but that's the goal. Over here, I might as well go straight across. Black Cherry, how you doing? You guys hit like on the way in, that'd be phenomenal. On the way in or out, I don't care. As long as you hit like, it really does. It helps the algorithm. It lets people know that it's at least interesting enough to check out, and it lets the algorithm know maybe we should push this to more artists or whoever all you guys are that are hitting like. It may not send it to you, but it'll send it to people with similar interests to you. That really, really, really helps. Thank you, Nell. Rodrigo, I think I seen Rodrigo or Roger. Let me see his head. Eye here. Just needs to go up. So we're gonna go across like this. This is where I got my big forehead from. All right, shape's good. What kind of work did you do? Listen to your bits earlier about employees. I manage not worth it. I manage I'll get into that on a different live. I'll get into that. I'll let you know a different live. This one's broadcasting on TikTok and on YouTube. Let's see. It's kind of. I don't know if that's the right shape. Doesn't feel. It feels like I need to come in and come out like more like bold here. Let's see. All right. Thank you, Nell. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. No, it's actually my ace degenerate. It's actually my father. Father passed away a few months back, and this is my therapy. So I decided I had a portrait. I started a portrait of him. It was huge. I mean, like 4 foot by 6 foot. I'm gonna probably still finish that one, but I just wanted to do this one more therapeutic. This is too harsh. So I'm gonna be. It's gonna look blurry up here because that's the intent. My reference, I'm all the way around his head are not therapy, but it's just it's really good for me. Therapeutic, we'll say therapeutic. D Mitchell, thank you so much. So on the reference, it's blurred all the way around. And that's what I'm going to be going for. The only detail I'm going to have is going to really start here and then work its way down. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. I think that Go Popular is kind of like the hype on YouTube. So I really appreciate that. So as you draw, does it affect you? It's comforting. Not worth it. It's comforting. That's all it is. Because you know how you could be at work. If you, I don't know if you've lost any parents. Hopefully you haven't. I've lost both. You could just be doing something random and then think of something they said, and it kind of changes your mood. When I'm doing this, it's really comfort. It's just like I don't have to. There's no ups and downs. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. It really helps that way because I'm literally staring at them. I'm studying them. Yeah, see. So you lost both parents. I'm studying them. I'm looking literally looking in his eyes at my reference. And I'm trying to capture that. And that's one of the reasons why when I first started doing this, I was talking about if you can capture someone's eyes, you got them. Like you so many things in a drawing can be wrong, but if you get the eyes, you have captured that human being. Hi, Miss Patricia. Um, there's something there. I don't get too deep and talk about the soul and all that stuff, but you can see a person when you see their eyes. You don't have to know them. You can tell if someone was genuine. You can tell if they're funny. If you could tell if they were angry, you could tell their natural state. My father was a very peaceful man, very funny guy, and for me, I can see that in anyone that I meet, whether I'm on a bus, whether I'm on when I lived in Chicago on a train, you're traveling and you see somebody's eyes, you can see a lot about them. You can see a lot about them. Thank you so much. Oh, nice. We're at 2,500. I appreciate all the likes, all of them. So for people who just came in, I'm just darkening all around here, and I'm gonna start the detailing, and I'm gonna work my way from the top down when it comes to details, so that I'm not putting my hand on it um, after I get what I want. A lot of people will put tissue paper or something underneath their hand. I don't like doing that. Um, I there's a few reasons. The main reason I don't like doing that is because you have to either tape it or hold it, or you're smearing it anyway. So I prefer to just start my details and work my way down, so that by the time I'm down here, I'm done. I don't have to go back up and put my hand on it. This is not getting as dark as I wanted. Hello, Miss Dorothy. Welcome, welcome. You could be so kind and hit like on the way in. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Remove this. I wonder if I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I was gonna say if I take this off and move it down a little bit more, might as well. Because what I'm doing right now is, see how I'm leaving the clip marks? I want to get rid of all of that. Thank you, Jeremiah. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the follow. Another thing you can do is go to an area that you're not working on and clip there. But because I'm all the way at the bottom, there's nowhere really to clip it. So I'm trying to find an area that won't stay too white when I'm done. Because I don't clearly this is not how I want the top to look. So I'm gonna do this while I fill this in. Then I'll just put it back after I get them right. But this is kind of the same idea, what I was just saying about why I don't like using paper down here, because you got to tape it somewhere and it's going to affect the drawing whether you think about it or not. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ace. I think that says LJP, what's going on? So once I get this all the tone that I want, then I can put the clips back on. All right, I don't see, and it's leaving marks because I've had it clipped so long. Thank you very much. Not worth it. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to. I'm very almost neurotic when it comes to this stuff, but I'm gonna have to go back in. You guys can see all that. I'm gonna smoothen all that out. How long have I been working on this one? I've been working on this one. It's been 2 months, but I don't draw nonstop. What you guys see here is what I'm drawing. Like I don't keep working on it when I'm not live. So everything that I do is on here. There was one adjustment that I made while I wasn't on camera, but it wasn't like significant. This may be one of those, the outside just darkening up. This may be one of those things that I do that with, um, because it's going to be time consuming. I may be able to wet this a little bit, and that'll help lock. It'll help. So what? Let's see, trying to see what detail you guys see. Yeah, you can't really see it. If you have ever done a pastel or what's going on BP or a charcoal drawing, and you look at the paper, it's got a gazillion little dimples in it. And what those are is that's what helps hold whatever medium you're using onto the paper. 'Cause if it's smooth, it won't hold. The darks won't hold as long, and it won't preserve the same. So they have to put these little dimples in there to hold your medium, whether it's color pencil, um, like I said, pastel, graphite. You don't need as much, but even graphite, pastel, regular pencil, charcoal. But the issue with that, what's going on, Don, is you can still see the white. That's what all this is. If you wet this, or if you wet this, whatever you're using to smear, whether it's a tissue or I started using this rag actually on this drawing. It helps push the water goes into those holes and it helps make the darks darker. That's probably the only thing I'll do. Maybe I will do that on camera now that I think about it, because I don't know if people actually do that when they're doing charcoal drawings. So maybe I'll do that on camera just so people can see how much better it is to do that. Well, I don't want to say better because people have their own methods, but why I like doing that. All right, so we're getting that up there. That's good. That's good. That's good. 8 new followers. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Don. Thank you, everybody. Keep sharing. Keep sharing, please. I don't have that many followers yet. I just started doing this on TikTok like maybe 2 months, maybe. I think I've only done like 3 or 4 lives, so it's really cool seeing every time I come on, there's more people. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you. And that's because you guys share, and you guys engage. Because the next time I go live, it shares to more people because there's engagement. I almost said YouTube. TikTok understands that there's something that people are at least somewhat interested in, so they start sharing it to more people. I'm gonna get rid of this line. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a line here. That's from these clips. So it must have really left an indent. I'm gonna try to get rid of it. I don't know if I can. We'll see. So to answer your question, not worth it, how long I've been working on it, it's probably been about 2, 3 months. But in total time, all the time that I've worked on it has been on these live streams, except for maybe 15 minutes. So you'll see it says artwork hour. I started out doing 2 hours, but I would start getting annoyed about an hour in anyway, and I was calling it my artwork hour regardless. So I just went to an hour. And what I get annoyed with is if something doesn't look right, I need to step back at least 5 to 10 feet so I can look at it and see what's wrong. Not being able to do that was frustrating. How you doing, mom? Mom of wifey? Or mom of two? I think that's what it said. I know you. So we're getting darker now. This is what I was going for. And then, like I said, the outline is not going to be sharp. I'm not going to do a harsh outline. I just want the the shape to be right because the outside parts of this reference are blurred anyway. Let's get back to the hair or the shape of the hair. He didn't really have much hair. Men Rock, I think that's what it said. What's going on? Keep hitting like. Thank you guys so much for everybody who already has. Really appreciate it. Man, I use that quick. Oh, boom, 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 boom. I probably should ask, do you guys hear the music that I'm listening to? Because it's on my computer. I'm gonna mess around and lose this whole live playing somebody else's music. Hopefully you don't hear it. Oh crap. All right, let me turn this off. Yeah, I don't wanna get in trouble. On YouTube, were you guys able to hear that, Miss Phoenix? Not worth it. Were you able to hear the music? Oh, good. Actually, I think I might be able to do that on TikTok, but I'm not gonna find out the hard way. Well, now you guys know my style of music, what I like. Those were all hip hop instrumentals. I know now for the future. Uh, I wonder why you guys could hear it on TikTok. What about on Twitch? Were you guys able to hear it on Twitch? No. I wonder why only on TikTok you guys were able to hear that. What's going on, Jaded Me? I wonder why TikTok you can hear it. That's the outline I need. There's not going to be any outline up here. I think it's because TikTok has its own studio. So anything that's played, it's going to catch. Whereas YouTube is browser based. I bet you that's what it is. I got to look into that. Shamanics, what's going on? Let's die this down or dull this down a little bit. That made it too harsh. Yeah, that was way too harsh. You can lighten it up. That's too dark. That makes it look like his head comes in and goes back out. We don't want that. Did I say it right? Shamonics? Either way, what's up? Appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, let's dull this down. Nope. Not even close, huh? I tried, man. I tried. Princess W, how you doing? Shimoni. Wow. I was nowhere near. I was way off. I wasn't expecting that. I'm old. I wanted to say jam on it, but nobody would have known what I was talking about. Yeah, I certainly look like my father. Do I? That's cool. Everybody said that. I didn't see as much as everybody else did, Miss Phoenix. But I appreciate it. Shimoni. Wow. I couldn't be more off. That's crazy. I'm so sorry. Just butchered that name. So now we can come in. We got the top nice and dark. Maybe on the next live I'll wet the rag and show you guys. Placing the French Alps. Oh, okay, cool. So you guys can see that process. But right now, I'm pretty much done with what I wanted to do here. I'm going to start going back into the actual drawing versus just being on the outside. Why are you looking like that? It looks funky right here. Maybe I just needed to even it out. Okay. And then I can do this. I need a placeholder because if I don't placehold here, my eye's going to keep getting drawn up here. For anybody who's been watching me draw, if I get distracted, I get annoyed really, really fast. Thank you, Dub Dub. Appreciate that. So I got to fake so that my eyes don't keep getting drawn up to the mistake. It's not really a mistake. It's just this is going to keep pulling me back that way. I don't want that. So I'm doing this. That's getting closer. Getting closer. Now I can go back into my details. With my 2B. 2Bs to lock in the good stuff. Actually, I can use my white too. All right. So, actually, no, I still need to use. I'll use the leftover charcoal from all this smearing that I've been doing. I'm going to use it here. Here. Where else? Here. Come back over here. And I can come back in and clean all of this up. So we just need one tone. I don't like when it starts looking. DJ Memphis, nah, man. So I guess he does look like this. My father. He said, I'm drawing myself. Nah. I'm not in my 80s yet. I got a little while to get before I get there, man. Charlie, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. If you guys can all hit, we're at 3,100 likes. You guys can just keep hitting that like I said. So next time I go live, it'll introduce me to more people. But the algorithm needs to know that people are interested. And the only way you guys can do that is by hitting that. Thank you, sir. Thanks, DJ Memphis. Appreciate that, man. So for the people on TikTok, somebody came in and said I'm drawing myself because I guess I do look a lot more like my father than I realized. Just doing this to fill it. All right. All right. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. All you guys. 3,300. That's amazing, man. I think I got to like 40 something hundred last live. So feel free, keep hitting like. I will not complain. I promise I won't complain. So we're at 3370 something, 79. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. That's crazy how fast you guys can run those up. So I started some detail here last week or the week before. Now I can get back to that. There's a general area right here is where the real detail starts. So I'm trying to get ready for that. But I need the tone to be even before I start that because I don't want to start doing this and then you see lines behind it. I need it to be even. So it looks like I'm just doing it, just smearing and doing nothing, but I'm really trying. I need it all to be, I don't want lines in the drawing. Like these, you guys can like see those. There's gonna be lines, but those are gonna be the actual creases in his forehead. But the ones like this, I don't know if you guys can see these. I can see them, and it will drive me crazy. I can't get rid of them. I need the tone to be completely flat. So when I put my details in, you can see them. I'm gonna see some here. Lou Jenkins. Nah, that ain't Lou. If I ever drew anybody from YouTube, I give you guys permission to report my channel because I don't care who it is. I ain't spending time looking at their face unless I'm getting paid. That's the only way. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. That's better. That's better. How long did this take? So this is number 16. That would suggest 16 hours, but I really some of the early lives were 2 hours, but I had to do a lot of correcting because when I started out drawing, Shimoni, when I started out drawing it, it was on an angle for the camera, and I was kind of drawing sideways. It was really, really, really weird. So I kind of did a course correct. So this is taking much, much longer than a normal drawing would take. So it's if you looked at all my lives, and this is number 16, you would think it was probably around 20 hours, but it only took that long because of my learning curve when it came to setting up the camera and drawing on an off angle. It was like this. So all the proportions were off. That's not how it normally works. And the next drawing I start, which is probably most likely going to be my wife, I'm gonna now I know how to set it up so that the camera is looking directly on. That'll help me much. I mean, that'll really help. And that's probably why my wife helped me because she knows I'm drawing her next up here. So she probably didn't want me to have a funky looking face up here. So when I'm drawing her, the proportions will be much, much, much easier to do. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You guys got me over 4,000 likes. That's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you, Miss Phoenix. I appreciate that. But yeah, when I first started, I was eyeballing it and I was doing it right, but the reference was the board was side. It was like off on the angle. And it took a while to correct everything. But you'll see on the next one when I'm doing my wife, it'll be much, much different. I think I'm gonna do just pencil or maybe graphite for her. Because typically for women, I like to do much, 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 much lighter on the drawings. Much lighter. I like darks, really harsh contrast for men, but for women, I like lighter tones. Um, so if I use charcoal, I may even do white charcoal on black paper. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to start thinking about that yet. That would be cool. I don't know if you guys ever seen somebody draw backwards. It's kind of like drawing backwards. So instead of drawing the eyes and drawing the eyelids, you're drawing just the whites. So I would be more focusing on everything around the eyelids. So I might do that. That would be cool. You guys can see it's like a negative drawing. Have you done any color? Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. My favorite medium is color pencil. I use Barrel Prisma color pencils. And I'm thinking already after I do my wife's drawing, I may do my I don't know, I may do my son. I have 3 daughters also. We'll see. We'll see. But the plan right now is my wife next, and then I don't know. I don't like getting too far ahead. I'm not gonna think that far. Where can I see the rest of your work? Right now, I think I posted. I did that on YouTube. I did post on TikTok. Nowhere right now. I wonder if I may start just doing regular posts. I don't know. Can you post? Do you have to post videos on TikTok? Is it only videos, or can you post like pictures? I don't know. I just got on TikTok literally just to do this. Literally just to do this. All right. So my shades are good. Now I can go back to my 2B. Joshua, what's going on? I will update you guys on the next live. I'll figure out because my IG is private. I don't think I've ever posted this kind of stuff, artwork on TikTok or on IG. I'll have to figure that. I'll have to think about that. Let's see. Oh, you can do photos. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll start posting like. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I can do that on here. That would be really cool. I was never even thought about it. To be honest with you. Hope I don't get in trouble for the music I was playing. And the only thing that tipped me off that you guys could hear it is I saw the little speaker thing move, and I'm like, well, but the mic isn't hooked up, so it can't be that. And then somebody said they could hear it. Crap. Go back to the stumps. This is closed. Start up here. Yeah, next live I'll because I know I have an old what do you call Pinterest, but that was just for pictures. I have a lot of work on there. But I haven't even logged on to that in so long. I'll have to look at it. It's way too harsh. Way too harsh. 10 new followers. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. And now, Shimoni, you have to do it. You have to follow so you can see the you can see the drawings. I'm definitely gonna post them. Just post pictures for sure. No. My dad passed away. This is a gift for me. This is therapeutic. This is just for me. No. You ain't gotta do that. It was actually really, really cool. I was able to go back to Chicago just for that. Not that that's a positive thing, but if you've ever lost someone, at least when I look back to when my mother passed, I wasn't there, so it's a different. It feels different, but being there, like literally the day and the night of, it's really more comforting, I guess, because you always think about all the times. What's going on, Swag? You always think about all the times. Oh, I could have gotten a plane. I could have afforded. I stayed here on this day and the birthday. I could have went. Like you start doing that. You don't do that when you're actually there. You can say everything you need to say. You can, like it was really good, really good. My brother and I went to Chicago. I'm blessed enough to have a sister who was there who let us know, hey, this is not good. If you can get here, and that's what we did, and it's very cool, very cool. You don't get to do that with everybody. 61. Mine was in his 80s. He lived an amazing life. Tons of grandkids, tons of kids. Yeah, it's yeah. But this just lets me look at them and run my mouth. And it's good. It's really, 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 really good. Trying to thank you guys so much. 6,100 is crazy. That's a new record. So next live, you'll hear me saying, let's try to get to 7,000. That's awesome. So that's too dark. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That time was really, really, really good. Really, really good. Okay, so now these lines are more intentional. So when I start using the white chalk, it's going to help accentuate. Actually, I don't need that yet. Oh crap, it's been 45 minutes already. There's certain spots, like mole spots, that I'm going to capture right now. Actually, this is way too high. Way too high. Way too high. Let's get rid of that. Actually, there's a small one there, but the big one is right here. There's another one right here. There's another mole over here. I'm just getting the positions. This isn't actual detail. This is position for detail. There's one in here. I'm probably gonna have to cut it down to here though. It's still too big. It's okay. It's just for now. It looks like I might be cutting across here, bringing it all the way down even more. There's a line here. There's a brow line here. There's another brow line here. Tony, what's going on? A lot of little scars on those. I can dull all these on top. I don't care about those. Go around this one. There's a few areas that are much brighter. That's what I'm trying to get to. Like right here. This would be one of the brighter spots on the forehead over here on top of this mark, mole or whatever it is. There's none there. There's a little here. Mm-mm. Some highlighting here. 7,000 is crazy. Hey, we can keep going, man. We can keep going. All you're doing is setting the bar higher for the next slide. We're almost already at 8,000. That is insane. Thank you guys so much. A little highlighting down here. CJ, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, he wasn't Hindu. Not that there's anything wrong with it. He was. Let's dull that one down a little bit. It's way too dark. That's a good thing about having a regular eraser. um, there's the kneaded eraser for large areas, which you guys probably saw me using earlier. Then there's something like this that actually can work as an eraser also. So you can see over here. So if I have this, you can't see how. So you can use this as an eraser just by smearing over because that's a softer charcoal. So literally you can erase it by doing this. And then there's this one for wider areas. So if I wanted this to be a different tone, this one I only use to dab. So like you see how I dull down this mark? That's the easiest way to do that. This is a pretty pronounced one, so I'm not going to do it too much. But this mark's going to be lighter. You just tap it and it rubs off right onto the kneaded eraser. And then there's the ones like this where you can do harsher details. That's why I wanted to get the whole tone. It may have looked like it was white, but now that I'm erasing, you can see, oh, it actually wasn't white. I smeared it to make it look like that. But the eraser gets down to the actual white of the paper. And I always like getting one tone over so you can do just what I was able to do. 8,500. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. That's crazy. And the other thing you can do with the regular eraser is you can determine how hard you're pressing and erasing. So again, it helps with these kinds of details. I'm actually going to do. Actually, his hair was more for the white chalk. There was no black. There was no black. So all the hair that I do is going to be white. I don't know if I want to do this yet because it feels like I'm going to have to move down. I got to measure. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be bringing his head down to like here. Yeah. So I'm not going to do. Well, I guess I could do that now. So I am measuring against my reference. Yeah, this is gonna come down a lot. So I thought I was good. I was good on the shape, but definitely not where I'm cutting across all the way down. I'm taking a lot off the top here. Yeah, I'm taking a lot off the top here. So it would have been a total waste of time to do hair and then have to smear right over it anyway. Yeah, my head probably goes all the way up to there, but his did not. That's a big difference. just like that. I made an adjustment. Holy crap, we're gonna get to 10,000 today. That's crazy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guess I was thinking too short-sighted, huh? Oh, I've been live too long. It's asking me to prove that I'm still online and I fall asleep or something. I gotta do a puzzle piece. Perfect. Sorry about that. It's still squared off on the ends, but I'm gonna have to keep adjusting until I get it right. $10K. Thank you guys so much. That's really cool. That's really cool. Really cool. So I can lighten this up. I'm gonna use a lighter part of this to pick some of this up. All right. Cool. Rafi, what's going on, man? I still have some detailing to do up here. I'm gonna dull this out. So it's not. You can see the eraser created harsh lines. So I'm dulling those lines so that they're not so harsh. They're just light spots. It shouldn't look like really harshly, um, a real harsh. Almost look like glass or scars. It shouldn't look like that. It should blend in. There should be a gradient. It shouldn't be so harsh. I'm getting rid of that harshness before I log off. And another white area here will help with that. And for today, we are done. There's a lot more here that I'm going to get. This is a weird area because there was a little, I don't know if it's scarring or what. He did use the box, but I never noticed scars up here. And on the photo that I'm using, the reference photo that I'm using, it looks like scarring here. My father was a Golden Gloves boxer in the Air Force, and he taught me how to throw punches very, very early. I didn't realize he was actually a boxer. I thought he was just, I don't know. I found out way later that he was actually a boxer, like legit. Pretty cool. And I actually just started teaching my son how to throw. I had to teach him how to stand first because he plays a lot of Roblox and games where they fight, and I see him throwing punches. I'm like, oh no, 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 not my son. You're gonna learn how to throw a real punch. But that's all I'm gonna do for today. I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much. That is crazy. 10,000. I mean, come on. That's awesome. But with that said, I'm OSpeaks. Thank you so much. What's today? Friday. I will be back on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, and we'll just pick up where we left off. Thank you guys. And then you guys on YouTube, thank you guys for spending some time over here watching me draw. I appreciate that. And I'm out over here as well. Thank you guys. DJ Memphis, Swag, Miss Phoenix, Not Worth It. Who else? That's all I had over here. At least all the people who showed themselves. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate it.